Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Lush Foliage. So I had a little bit of time and then I realized that I had to repot one of the Stromanthe. For that I had this old container. I have made some drain holes. Rather than throwing this container off, I thought I can reuse this as a pot. Now of course I'm not going to do any DIY painting on it. I'm just going to leave it as it is. I just had a little bit of time. Now the soil mix that I'm going to be using for this plant is the same soil mix which is loose, porous, well draining, a mix of coco peat, garden soil, sand and perlite. Coco peat is going to help retain that slight amount of moisture. Garden soil is going to give that basic nutrients. Sand is going to make that soil mix well draining. So we are going to use this soil mix. As usual, I'm going to fill it halfway through. This is the Stromanthe Charlie, which is again from the family of prayer plant, and as you can see it is root bound. The roots are kind of poking out of the pot, so it's better I repot it. Now it is a little bit difficult because I just realized that because the roots are outside the pot, it's going to be very difficult to take them out. So I'm just going to discard the roots that are coming out from the drain hole. There is nothing to be worried. You can cut these roots off. It already has plenty of roots. And now as you can see, the plant happens to come out easily. You can also notice it's very compact. The roots were too much. So I'm just going to place it back into the soil and refill my soil mix into the container. As always, I will be not filling the soil up till the brim. I'm just going to leave a little bit of space. Remember, this plant tends to grow on the forest floor, so we need to make the soil organic someday later. That's approximately 20 or 25 days later. I will be adding in some waste tea leaves. Until then, it is going to be taking all the nutrients from the garden soil that we have just used. Now the next thing I will be doing is going ahead and watering the plant, and I just realized it is about to rain, so I thought I will just leave it out in the rain for it to soak. But unfortunately the rain was just like a special appearance and it just went off, so I have to manually water the plant, which I will be doing right away. Again, as usual, we are not going to be using any tap water. This is basically the rainwater that I had collected. I will water it until the water starts passing through the drain hole. It will take some time because the soil was completely dry. So I will flush the water until the water starts passing through the drain hole. This is also a very good indication to see if the water passes through the drain hole or not. In my case, I have already done the soil test method well in advance, and I know that this soil is well draining. As you can see, it's taking a little bit of time because the soil is completely dry. It is getting completely soaked into the soil, otherwise it would have overflowed. So let me lift up the pot and show you how well draining the soil is. As you can see, all the excess water should run out from the pot, should not pool in or should not stay stagnant in the pot. Otherwise, the same thing, the plant will have a root rot. Extremely important with most of the house plants. You should have a soil that tends to drain out all the excess moisture. So that's about it. This plant is going to be kept in indirect bright light. Do not keep this plant in direct sunlight, otherwise the leaves will get burnt. Do not keep it in low light because this plant has variegation. They do not have a darker abaxil, so they can handle a good amount of indirect bright light, but they will not do well in low light conditions. If you're going to keep it in low light, the variegation will go missing. So that's about it. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, please hit the like button, and if you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe and keep planting.